Hi, my name is Jessica Reyes, and I'm conducting this interview for my ethnic studies course at a community college. We are learning about the experiences of different racial and ethnic groups in the United States. Before we begin, do I have your permission to record this interview and share it with my professor for assignment?
Yes, you have my permission.
Can you introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about yourself? What's your name? How old are you? And where did you grow up?
My name is Jonathan. My age is 19. I grew up in Los Angeles, California. I currently work and I attend school at Madera Community College. And something I enjoy doing is spending time with family, friends, and of course, Jessica.
How would you describe your racial or ethnic background?
I I identify as a white or Euro-American. My family has a European ancestry, although we don't strongly identify with one specific European culture.
Okay, interesting. Has being white or Euro American been an important part of your identity?
Growing up, I didn't think about being white very often. It felt normal because many people around me had a similar background. As I got older and met people from different cultures, I became more aware that race can affect people's experiences differently.
Okay. When did you first become aware of your racial or ethnic identity?
If I would say when I became aware of my racial or ethnic identity, I became more aware of it during school when we started learning about racism and different cultural groups. Also became more aware through conversations with different people from different backgrounds.
Okay. Can you tell me about your family's traditions or maybe your culture background? Anything that has stuck with you?
Yeah, I can tell you. My family traditions mostly involve spending time together. Something we usually do for holidays is spend time on holidays, have meals together, and celebrate birthdays and other important events.
Okay. What holidays or traditions were important while you were growing up in your family?
Oh, that's a good question. Some holidays are important to me growing up were Christmas, Thanksgiving, and Easter. Were important in my family because we would spend time together, we would eat together, exchange gifts, and spend time with relatives. That's about it.
Okay, that's fun. Are there any family values or like morals or beliefs that have stayed with you even after not being so close with your family?
Oh, that's a good question. If I would say some of the family values that have stayed with me would be that my family taught me to work hard, respect others, be responsible, and help people I care about. Those values have stayed with me and all that good stuff, you know?
Okay. So thinking about like when you were growing up, how was it like, or what was the community like?
If I were to say how was the community like, I would be mostly quiet and family oriented. I would also say there was people from different backgrounds, but I didn't always understand how much about every other people's backgrounds when I was younger.
Okay. Would you say your community was culturally like diverse, like had different races, different traditions, things
Yeah,
like that?
I would say it had some diversity, but certain neighborhoods and social groups were so separated. I think there could have been more interaction between groups.
Did you have any friends from different racial or ethnic backgrounds? Maybe like neighbors or classmates, best friends?
Yeah, actually, growing up, I had friends from different backgrounds. However, we didn't talk openly about race or culture when we were younger.
What was school like for you growing up?
School for me growing up was generally a positive experience for me. I felt comfortable and didn't usually feel that I was treated differently because of my race. I wasn't treated differently because of my race.
Okay. And did your school teach about different cultures, traditions, or different ethnic groups?
Yes, but the lessons were limited. We usually learned about major historical events such as slavery and the civil rights movement, but we didn't always learn about people present day experiences.
Mm-hmm. In your opinion, is there anything you'd wish schools taught more about, or maybe like there was more advocacy towards certain things?
That's a good question. I would think that something I would wish that school taught more about was, the Native American background, Latino background, the Asian American and Black history background. I think students should also learn more about racism and inequality that will continue to affect people of today or maybe even in the future.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, have you ever experienced or witnessed discrimination because of your race or ethnicity? This could be at work, maybe school, maybe social media, things like that.
Me personally, I haven't really experienced, personal discrimination, maybe because I'm white, but I have also witnessed many people make offensive jokes or assumptions about other racial groups that I didn't really agree with.
Yeah, I could make a comment with that. A lot of people on social media are so easy to say something about another person's race just because it's social media. And then how did witnessing that affect you?
Obviously I'm a human. It would make me uncomfortable and help me realize that those jokes that people also call jokes can still be harmful to other people. It also showed me that staying silent can make someone feel like that behavior is acceptable, which shouldn't be acceptable in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, a lot of people make insulting comments thinking it's a joke, but it's actually hurting the other person. And has it changed the way you think about race today?
Definitely, yes. I try to pay closer attention to what people say and how the words affect others. I also understand that my experiences aren't the same as everyone else, but everyone should always, try their best to not be racist towards other people. Make the world good.
Do you think being white has influenced your experiences or opportunities in life?
I think from my perspective, I do believe, even if I didn't always recognize it, I don't think being white means that my life has been easy, but my race probably hasn't created certain barriers that other people may experience.
Okay, and then why do you feel like that?
It's also because I haven't had to worry about being judged too much. I haven't been followed in the store or treated suspiciously because of my race. I understand some people experience those situations regularly. Yeah.
And then have your thoughts about race changed over the years?
Yes, I used to think racism was mainly an individual, people being hateful. Now I understand that discrimination can also exist through institutions, policies, and another great one would be unequal opportunities.
Okay, since we are from different cultural backgrounds, has being in an interracial relationship taught you anything?
Yeah, our relationship has taught me that the culture can affect family traditions, food, language, communication, and expectations. It has also taught me to, ask questions instead of making assumptions. Simple things that make my day and life more easier.
Have you learned anything about Mexican or Hispanic culture for me?
Actually, yeah, I've learned countless things about you as a person and your culture, such as Hispanic and Latino culture, such as more about Mexican food, celebrations, family relationships, and the importance of staying connected with relatives. I've also learned about your family's Oaxacan background and some of the experiences of first generation families.
Okay. I think that's about it. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate your willingness to share your experiences. Yeah.
Yes, it has made me. You're welcome. I'm glad I could help. That's